Hey guys, Dark Endless Pit here, back with a new video. This is gonna be my first video, like, showing myself, like, how I look and all that. I mean, this isn't like to like show off or anything like that. So, I'm very conscious and aware of, how judgmental people can be, and um, and they don't know what you've been through, right? They don't know what you've been through in life, and um, like how you became who you are at this current moment as I'm speaking, how I came to be like this as a human being. I know this world doesn't revolve around me. I can tell that. I see that. I see that it's a multiplayer game. I see that there's other players here. They're just as real as me, right? And um but unfortunately a lot of people, are judgmental. A lot of people will attack you. There's a lot of crazy people out nowadays. You know what I mean? There's a lot of dangerous people. But anyways, I'm gonna make the video topic on anti-nihilism, but specifically Ephilism. Um, the philosophy and being able to accept the truths of life. The hard, not fun truths of life. One day I will be gone. I will be non-existent again. But the scary thing is like the fact that I can feel, right? All this shit that's happening. I actually can feel these sensations that go to my brain, right? And it's scary, man. You're literally sitting there, in like a chair. I mean, not in a physical chair, but you're just sitting there and you're just observing and you're watching this shit happen. And this psychology that you come up with, whatever, is because of the interactions you have with other people in your life. You know what I mean? They've made you the way you are. Okay, they push you to this point. You don't fucking, you don't have the free will to walk to a certain point. They fucking push you to that point. They force you to that direction, and through your feelings. I mean, that's literally, there's no other way of seeing it. That's how I see it. Feelings are, that's what's value. That's literally what value is. That's the only thing that is real. That's worth paying attention to. You know what I mean? You don't want to suffer. You don't want to, no sentient brain wants to suffer. That's just so obvious. Okay, I don't want to be suffering. I haven't done anything fucking bad in my life to deserve the things I've deserved. I haven't ruined anyone's life. I haven't made a mess here. I've been as responsible as that you possibly can be as a sentient being on this planet. Of course I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all. I have flaws too. I could be very emotional. I'm very sensitive kind of individual, and it's hard, man. It's hard because people can, like, it feels like people can just fuck with you easily because you're so sensitive as a person, man. It just sucks. But yeah, I appreciate the subs. I appreciate the 1,000 people subbing to my channel. I never imagined that would actually happen. But the fact that it did happen, I am grateful that people actually take their time off their own lives, just to listen to me. Even though I am a bug on this planet. And that's all I am, just a fucking bug. No special, right? Not a special person. Just like a black and orange cat. They're not special. It's just a different color. But they're a cat. Cat is a cat. A human is just a human. I mean, am I saying something that's incorrect? I mean, this is like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that all this is happening, right? It is crazy. They just woke up, practically just woke up, and you're starting to experience life, consciousness. I mean, it's scary. I've had really bad bad events that happen to me. I have had a lot of bad experiences, and that's why I'm such a realist, pessimist, or whatever you want to call me, ethicist and antinatalist, um, whatever. I mean, whatever the label you want to throw at. But no, this life isn't worth it. Life sucks. I mean, it's plain and simple. I look around me and I see the fucking, the dead animals on the side of the road. I pay attention to that shit, man. I don't just walk over it. Oh, I always notice that shit. So, but yeah, I think I need to focus more on my art. But again, I don't want to always distract myself to reality, right? It's hard, man. It's really hard to find your place in this life, man. I don't know if I've told you this, guys, but I am planning on potentially moving back with my parents, maybe, or maybe move back with them and try to do van life, because I can't do this anymore, man. I can't do this 9 to 5. I've worked at this company for 5 years, and I just had it. I'm done. I'm at my breaking point. I do all the things I'm supposed to do, and I just get used and abused. That's plain and simple, like a fucking slave. That's what this fucking 9 to 5 shit is, man. Slavery. And it's even more evident when you have a kid, because then you're stuck. You're trapped. You have to do that, or else the kid will suffer. Like, that's scary. That's fucking nightmarish. That's Freddy's nightmare right there. I mean, come on. This is reality. This ain't a fucking joke. This shit sucks. It's so obvious. It's so obvious to me. I've noticed, I've understood this since I was a fucking child. Okay? I've had experiences. I've seen things that, goddamn, no 10-year-old should see. But guess what? I was born at that certain time period where, okay, internet was the actual internet, where you could search. The search engines were completely different compared to now, right? Google owns everything. Google is evil. That's the truth, And yeah, man, it's just gosh, shit. Like it's one thing to hear about a certain thing being bad, but actually witnessing it, like seeing how Google fucked everything, like in terms of the internet, right? Into search engines, and just being able to find specific things you're actually looking for, right? Because a lot of these things are either censored or hidden, whatever. And some of it is not even that bad. Some of it's just information, right? It's crazy. That's why they have to have the dark web. Like, people use the dark web for certain things, these certain markets, certain items that they want to buy, right? That's illegal. Maybe like the never wake up berries or something like that. But yeah, man, this shit fucking sucks. I'm doing the best I can. I'm not stupid. I am a very aware human being. I'm very honest. I know that, yeah, there are some things I'm lucky, right? Like the fact that, yeah, because of my looks, not a lot of people, I haven't experienced so much bullying. I have experienced bullying. Don't get me wrong. When I was a kid, I looked completely different, right? I had a buzz cut. I never had long hair this long, back when I was a kid. After my 20s, I actually finally let myself actually grow out my hair and change my appearance and stuff like that, and have just make those decisions, right? And it's because the fact is, I was under such controlling parents, and I unfortunately they still are, and I have the thing is, my options are so limited, because the fact is the economy's shit. The economy is crap. The job market sucks, and but yeah, I'm just gonna make another video on a different topic, but sorry, there's people walking by, but nah, whatever. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I don't know. My future doesn't look great. I mean, I never expected to be as somebody here. I'm always gonna be whatever. You know, I made art. You know, hopefully my art has spread enough for it to make an impact, but not whatever. You know, I tried. I did. All I could say is I could pat myself in the back and I say and tell myself, hey, I did the best I can. You know, at least I did the best, and that's it. That's all I could say. Because you know, there's one thing to like fail and never, you know, never gave it a shot. But when you um, you know, and if you have like constant blunders and all that, then it's a completely different story. You know, um, like you know, when you have countless pitfalls, um, that's gonna shape you. That's literally just gonna shape you as a human being. That's just a fact. You're gonna be shaped by your bad experiences. You know, I've had a lot of bad experiences in my life, and you know, how do you how do you see the light at the end of the tunnel? You can't. I mean, you know, you do all you can, but at the end of the day, you know, we're bugs. You know, all these people can walk around, act like they're hot shit, whatever, but they're nothing. You know, just like me, I'm not shit. Okay, I never even asked for this fucking existence. I wish I could fucking never wake up. This shit sucks. That's not gonna solve the problem. That's the fact is, you know, again, I'm gonna be here. Okay, I'm not special. I'm gonna be here, but like a different person or whatever, different looking person. But I'm gonna have the same fucking personality because I've had similar experiences with that person. You know. So this is why anti-nihilism, specifically Ephilism, that Ephilism is the philosophy that every human being that has capacity to think and add up any facts like 2 plus 2 equals 4. You see this? This is 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Okay? Is it hard to add up facts when you know that? One fact? You just start adding up facts in your head. It's not that difficult. And depending on your circumstance, you know, it'll determine what you're going to end up, where are you going to end up, right? So, I don't know. This is like a ramble video. I don't know. Just this is like the first time I've shown my face. You know, I don't know what to expect. I mean, you know, I know people are gonna be like, oh, you know, they're gonna comment on my face, whatever. But at the end of the day, I didn't choose to be born in the first place. So whatever I look like, I had nothing to do with it, right? I had nothing to do with it. I'm just born like this, okay? And it's not my fault. I mean, I'm not trying to make people jealous or whatever. You know, this is just who I am. I have nothing I could do about it. You know. So yeah, I don't know what else to say, man. This life sucks. It's just so fucking unbearable. Just having to work every day. I have to quit. I just have to give myself a break because I just can't take it anymore, man. This job is gonna drive me insane. And for those who don't know, I work in a warehouse and I do forklifting. Okay, and it's, you know, the job itself, it could be you know, hard, not hard, but it's like, you know, physical. You know, it's a lot of physical work, you know, and you know, a lot of calculations every day. I mean, so it's you know, managing inventory. You know, just like it's all about accuracy and detail. You know, attention to detail. But other than that, it's like I don't want to work for this company because I don't want to make this fucking asshole rich all the time. I'm just done with that shit. I know he's just using me, man. So, but yeah, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little part. But anyways, I don't know what else to say, man. endeavor to persevere. I understand that. That is definitely rational. But at what point do you just call quits? Because, there's only so much a person could take. I'm sorry, but I'm not saying to fucking give up, but like, man, like, sometimes it is the right choice if there's no other option. You know what I mean? For me, I'm at that point where I gotta take a break from just working. I'm just tired of it, man. This sucks. I mean, it should be obvious. And I just need to give myself a break from it. But all right, well, I don't know what else to say because I'm gonna keep rambling and stuff like that. So just talk to you guys later.